Good afternoon all, my name is Staff Sergeant Wahjosoedibjo of 1st Squad, 2nd Platoon, Bravo Company, 520th Infantry, and this is an unclassified information brief on a squad ambush. So our squad, 1st Squad, has been tasked to execute a squad ambush on a North Torbian's motorized squad. Coming up from this avenue of approach, what they're trying to do is in place a DZ-9300 in this area and electronic information systems, which we do not want, therefore justifying this ambush. So during this brief, I'm going to discuss our elements, occupation of the ambush site, initiation of our ambush, the destruction of the enemy, and finally our withdrawal reconsolidation plan. So what we have a light infantry squad. We're going to have an alpha team and a bravo team, and also an attached machine gun team. Additionally, we're also going to have 3 claymores to in place and 2 AT-4s. I've decided the grenadiers will have the AT-4s since they have the specialized knowledge of the equipment. I will have 1 claymore here able to detonate, and these 2 claymores are going to be with our bravo team riflemen. Alright, so in terms of our elements, we're going to have 3 elements. We're going to have our security element, support by fire team, and our assaulting element. I'm now going to discuss the fact that these symbols are not doctrinally correct. Just as a software, for example, the 240 symbol is incorrect, but we're just going to roll with it with what we're given. Alright, so I'm going to discuss this near side security right here, what and why. The reason why it's placed here, good concealment from this vegetation. Who's there? We're going to have our Alpha Team AR and Alpha Team Leader right here. Alpha Team Leader has a radio, needs to radio anything up, and also good command and control of the AR cruiser weapon. Next, we have our, up here we're going to have our far side security, which is the rest of our Alpha Team, consisting of our Alpha Team Grenadier and Alpha Team Riflemen. I'm going to move on to the support by fire, which is consisting of the machine gun team, which is the MG, AG, and myself. I'm here to control these rates of fire and also good command and control overall for the success of the mission. Placed here, good line of sight to the enemy kill zone and also good concealment. Similar reasoning to why I placed the assault team here. Assault team consists of the Bravo team essentially, Bravo team leader, rifleman, grenadier, and AR. Again, good line of fire and good cover and concealment. Okay. Now that I've discussed that, also the fact that we are utilizing good military crest here, I'm going to discuss the occupation of the ambush site. However, I cannot do so without discussing the leader's recon. So what we're going to do, everyone starts out at the patrol base, then I'm going to take a team of us, including the SNO team, to move out to our ORP, and I'm going to take my people and place them as the near side security people first, and then our far side security. Why am I doing that? Because the enemy, we don't know, it can approach, come up on this avenue of approach at any time. We need to be prepared to return fire, which is why I'm placing our closer element first. After I've placed these individuals, I'm going to mark with VS-17 panels where I want my assaulting element and where I want my support by fire. After this process is done, I'm going to have everyone be in place, get to where they need to be, and then I can discuss the identification of the enemy, how we're going to initiate this ambush. So, identification, when the enemy crosses phase line Texas right here, the near side security is going to send up a salute report, which is just like the size activity of the enemy. Alpha team leader on this team is going to radio up this information to let me know. Then I'm going to talk about the initiation of the ambush. When the enemy gets here, we're going to initiate with the AT-4 by the Bravo team Grenadier. Important to note, we need to engage the CSK 14 first, because that could harm us. After that, we're going to proceed with the Mad Minute, ensuring good sectors of fire, and also ensuring that everyone is on cyclic. I'm also going to talk about the pace plan for this initiation. Primary, that's our AT-4 by the Bravo team Grenadier over here. Alternate, that will be our just the Bravo team's Grenadier, his organic weapon. Contingency, that's going to be our Claymore from this assaulting element, not my own. And emergency, I will initiate with my own M4 using burst. As long as we don't use an open bolt system, we're good. This could result in malfunctions. Okay, after this Mad Minute, I need to address the fact that we are not going to be assaulting through this objective. The reason why is because the CSK could contain gas, for example, in its tank, that could explode if we, try to engage it, and I don't want to put my people's lives in risk more than they already are. So, we're going to evaluate instead the enemy personnel after the mad minute has occurred. We're going to evaluate using SILS, stop, look, listen, and smell. If enemy presence is still detected, these team leaders are going to radio that up to me, or I will radio that out to everybody else, and we will initiate another mad minute using my M4 burst, and we're just going to continue that process. However, I will address in the case that we do need to assault through what we would do. What would happen is that support by fire would shift and lift fires from TRP1 to TRP2 to avoid fratricide. Our assaulting element would then assault through using successive bounding movement technique, also to avoid fratricide. Reach the LOA, call LOA. Team leader is going to collect those LACE reports, then start the specialty teams, EPW, aid and litter. That would end. So overall, using either the contingency or a primary plan, I will then initiate our withdrawal and reconsolidation process. What that's going to look like is going to be red, white, and blue. So I'm going to call red, red, red. What this means, it signals to the assaulting element to pick up, move back to the RP and the ORP. After this process, I'm going to call the white, white, white. And this is for the support by fire element, which is where I'm at, to pick up, move back to the RP and the ORP. Important to note, just a reminder, MG switches from tripod to bipod to facilitate easier movement. And finally, I'm going to call blue, 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 both yell that out and radio it, just to signal to our security teams to pick up, move back to the RP and the ORP. And at the ORP, we'll reconsolidate. I'll collect all the LACE reports from the team leaders. That'll give the team leaders a good chance to do those. And I will take those LACE reports, report back to higher, and recommend a COA. Pending any questions, this concludes my brief. Thank you for listening.